As I finish this online speech course, I'm reminded to look back on just how far we've come with computers over the years. When I first started at computers were very expensive. Hi, I'm Robert Wilson, and today I'm going to discuss with you some of the brief history of how far we've come with computers, for at least since I've been working with computers. I'll talk about components of computers, and I'll also talk about some of the new technologies with computers. Lastly, I will go into some tips and tricks for you to help protect your own personal home computer from damage. Let's talk a little bit about history of computers. When I first started at computers, my first computer was roughly $2,400. This did include a monitor, but the cost was prohibitive. To put this in perspective, in 1956, 1 meg of disk space was about $10,000. That same mega disk space in 2000 was 2 cents. Also, over the years, components have changed. In the past, you simply, if there was an issue with one of your components, say your video card went bad, similar to this, you simply replace the component. If it was an external component, like this modem, you simply replace the issue. These components today are now integrated into the motherboard, so if any one component fails, the entire motherboard needs to be replaced. With the advent of today's devices such as tablets and smartphones, powerful processors are now being placed in these devices. Like this smartphone here has a processor that's equivalent to a laptop. It also contains enough memory, or RAM, to allow you to do just about anything that a normal laptop would do. It has more RAM, about 100 times more RAM than when I started with my first computer. Also, disk space has changed. Hard drive storage. No longer do you have moving hard drives. Now you can use solid state memory, such as flash drives. These drives are portable, small, and they will contain mass amounts of data. This one here is 16 gigs. Well, I've given you a little bit of a history of where we've come with computers since I started in the business. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into some tips and tricks for you that you can keep your personal computer at home safe. First, when we're having issues with our computers, the first thing you need to keep in mind is to keep it simple. When you're troubleshooting an issue, don't over troubleshoot an issue. If your monitor's black and you have no power, you wouldn't go and start replacing components. You would look for simple things like, is the power plug connected? Is the video card connected? Are the components connected that are necessary for it to work? You wouldn't go and start replacing parts just for something simple. One of the things that most people forget to do on their computers also is to install antivirus clients. This is a very economical and very useful tool that you must have on your computer. I have dealt with hundreds of issues with personal computers that involved viruses, adware, spyware, which all affect performance of your computer dramatically. Without these tools, you could be sunk. There are also several free antivirus tools out there. One of them, Windows Defender, comes free for you to install on your Windows computer. Next thing I would ask is that you back up your data. It's critical to back up your data because all the information that you've collected over the years, photographs, files, documents, all these files reside on your computer, and if they're not backed up, and something happens, say you're attacked with a virus or malware, or if your hard drive crashes, this data is lost forever. So having a backup outside of your computer is critical. Also, a lot of people have performance issues with their computers because as they age and software becomes more prevalent, they become less responsive. There are things that you can do to improve the performance of your computer. One of the big ones is to upgrade your memory. Upgrading your memory increases your performance because Windows is a very memory intensive operating system. The more memory, the more programs you can run, the faster they run. Also, upgrading your operating system can improve your performance. As operating systems improve, they improve their ability to talk to your hardware. So, in closing, I've given you some brief history of where we've come with computers, to include cost, replacement of components, and also some of the newer technologies that are out today. Also, I've given you some tips on how you can keep your computer safe and happy by telling you that you should upgrade, buy antivirus, back your data up, and the basic troubleshooting steps you should take to resolve your own issues. Hopefully all these things help you in the future when you have your own issues with your computer. Thank you.